Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a Lorraine 155mm50, the Tier 7 French SPG. It's located on the south spawn of Ghost Town and it's under the command of RaySpruance, and game's underway. Well, you've seen a battle with RaySpruance in this vehicle before, 2 marks on the barrel, so he's obviously played it quite a lot and he's actually getting very good at it. I wouldn't be surprised to see him get a 3rd mark on that barrel sooner or later. 25.14 seconds is the reload time, and he's just platooned with 2 teammates, a Scorpion G and a Tiger 1. Okay, now let's have a look and see where he's aiming. Well, he's having a quick look in the town. I don't think he's going to be able to dial in on those targets before they get into cover. Now, usually somebody turns up along the west side of the map, and somebody has appeared, a Skoda T27, but he's going after a King Tiger captured, and he gets a direct hit. 149, you can see where the hole is on the front of the vehicle. Yep, that's where it hit. Wasn't a penetrating shot though. So I think the mods just leave that hole there to tell you exactly where it impacted. If it's yellow, then that was an HE round. If it's red, it's AP. And if it's purple, that would be a heat round. Rounds out again. Another direct hit for 200. He's whittling away that King Tiger captured. And he's got some stun assist off that as well. If that guy stays there, he's in tremendous danger. And I think he is sitting there because he's trying to use the ridgeline to shoot at our guys. But we're going to see if we can get a shot into... Oh, well, we're going to go for the King Tiger capture behind them. Rounds out on him. Another direct hit, 212. So he's maximising his hit points by hitting these guys over in the town. The King Tiger capture just went down, but there's still that other one. He just had a quick look over the other side of the battlefield, and oh, now that's interesting. There's a whole bunch of enemy tanks coming in on the east side of the map, and they're unopposed except by a T-34 2GFT, or fake tank as Jingles likes to call it. I think most of them in the game are fake tanks, Jingles. Well, not all of them anyway. I know the Lorraine 155mm50 is basically a fake tank because it wasn't actually put into production. Was designed, we do know that. I know that Jingles, I think he's laughing at the fact that the Chinese tank destroyers weren't actually designed, and Wargaming has just sort of like made them up. But it's surprising actually, Wargaming is working on some tanks that did actually exist, the Japanese tank destroyers. Can't wait to see those. Well, he did get some splash damage on a 112 there. And there's a hell of a ding-dong battle going in town. And if we can help, that would certainly be appreciated, I think, by these guys, especially that Super Pershing, who's doing his best to fend off that 112. And there was a near miss as well. We appear to be doing quite well because the enemy is down by 2 tanks, and their attack on the east side, well, it is getting closer. There's a Panther M10 about, and we're still trying to go after this 112. We might have to relocate. Okay, we're loaded. We're fired around in, and it's a good hit. A very good hit there. He managed to fire between those posts, but we need to get out of here because that Panther M10's turned up. We've been seen. There is an enemy Arty. He's a Crusader SP, and he could be aiming for us right this second. So the best thing we can do is get away from that spot. Well, it looks like our friend in the Scorpion G managed to get a shot on the Panther M10 because I saw some damage going on him. And we've got to a position where we're loaded and we can shoot back at that Panther. And the Panther's been killed. Well, Ray is doing his in-out thing again. I'm sorry, I have to take control of it when he does that. I know some players like to do it. I don't know why. You'll have to tell us why. Okay, now you've got a good aim here into the dip right in the center of town. And that guy is very low on hit points. That 4503, he's sitting in the dip. And we might be able to put a shell into that dip and finish him off. Just need to get the right angle. Okay, well, he's extending his aim now. Can he get the shot into that dip? Not from this position. He might have been able to if he went further north on the west side, I think. No, he can't get the shot in there. It's just too difficult. Up on the other side of the map, we've got an SU-130PM. Just took a hit from one of our teammates, but it's taking us a little while to dial in the aim. It takes about 5-6 seconds. You can see one of the mods we use is an aim timer, and that aim timer is slightly to the right of the reticule, and it counts down the time until you're fully dialed in on target. And that's very important for an Arty player, because unlike a tank driver who waits for his reticule to contract and then can fire when he thinks it's right, with a Arty you do have a much longer aim time, much longer, and so it really does help to actually know when the system thinks you are actually fully dialed in. Okay, so he splashed the SU-130PM. You can see it's a little Russian word there, which actually means reduced, and that means you're fully reduced and the aim's fully dialed in on target. Now there's still 2 enemy tanks out to the east that we haven't seen sight of, a T-25-2, and we also think there's a Striv S1 out there. I think the T-25-2 was found near the ship. We're aiming for the Crusader SP. It's been spotted at the back of the map there. Hopefully he hasn't moved. And he got the kill! Nicely won. Nicely done. Excellent work there. That's good, because now we can't be counter-batteried, so we don't have to keep moving about. But we've got another target, and that's a rather important one to get right now, because that's the AMX 15-100, and he's fighting our IS-2. We're loaded. Now, can we get a shot on target? It's difficult. We've got a red line there, but there we haven't. Direct hit. Beautiful. Second kill. So we're doing very well now, because there's only 4 enemies remaining. And, well, they all appear to be on the east side of the map, except for that SU-130PM, who's sticking around that hill, trying to prevent the Progetto from moving in. And it's very difficult to get a shot in there so we can splash him or to stun him. In fact, we're probably better off actually aiming for this T-25-2 who's driven fairly close to us. And he's just gone out of sight temporarily, but the SP-1C will spot him. And when he does, we should be able to get an accurate shot on him fairly quickly. There he is! Rounds out. Oh, it overshot! It went right over his engine bay and landed behind him. Oh, that's so unfortunate. It was very close. His life must have flashed before his eyes. That shell went over his engine deck and landed behind him. But we're getting a request for fire, and I think we can work out where he was last seen. The SP-1C is going up on top to have a quick peek. There he is. Work it out. Dial in. Rounds out. Kill shot. Yes! 62 hit points, but it's another kill. That's 3 kills now. So now it's all up to the Tiger 1. If he can get 3 kills, then we're on for brothers in arms. That'd be rather nice. No guarantees though. There's only 1 enemy left now, and I'm afraid it's not possible for the Tiger 1 to get 3 kills. So we're now just looking for that Striv S1. We're firing around in, and long range. The Striv must be near that rock somewhere. Yes, there he is. And he's gone down, and that's it, victory. So, 6 kills for the platoon. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. And it's an ace tanker for RaySpruance in the Lorraine 155mm 50. He managed to get a bruise medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. Got 13 in that one. But no other epic medals, I'm afraid. Just the ace tanker. Let's have a look at the team score. Well, didn't get the highest damage in the game. That went to the Scorpion G. He managed to get 2,205. Well, actually, he didn't get the high caliber. High caliber was actually that SU-130PM on the enemy team, the one that was hiding behind the rocks. He got 3,091, and he didn't get a high caliber either for some reason. So, yes, either he did some team damage or he didn't get 20% of the enemy hit pool in total. But the next highest scorer after him was actually the Striv S1. He did 2,945, even though he was barely seen during that game. And when it came to our team, well, the next one up is the Scorpion with 2,205. We can see that RaySpruance managed 1,728, which is respectable for a tier 7 Arty in a tier 8 game. If we look at the number of kills, though, we can see that the Scorpion and RaySpruance managed to get 3 kills apiece, and then there's a bunch of tanks that managed to get 2 kills, and one of those included our platoon mate, I believe. Yes, the other Scorpion on our platoon, Dindy 2005, he got 2 kills. And yes, I'm afraid the Tiger didn't get any, unfortunately, in this game. Incognito. Yes, he remained very incognito, actually. No, it wasn't Dindy who was our platoon mate. It was Mega TNT, the other guy. Yes, he was the one. Sorry, I got that wrong. Sorry, Mega TNT. When it came to base XP, though, it was RaySpruance. He was in tier 7, so he was lower tier than the others, and he was hitting higher tier opponents, and that made him earn more XP than the others. 1,068 for him. 1,002 for the Super Pershing, who was putting up a very brave defense in the town, and 845 for the IS. He fired 13 rounds, got 5 direct hits, no penetrations, but 12 splash. Damage of 1,728 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. Damage to 8 of the enemy, killed 3, and did 1,376 hit points of stun assist off 9 stuns. On a free-to-play account, he earned 29,459 credits, and after resupply of ammunition, took away 16,459 credits, earned 1,068 base XP, got 4,272 on personal missions payout, took away 5,340 experience points altogether. So a very good game by RaySpruance. Shows that his skill with the Lorraine 155 Mini 50 is getting better all the time. He's just putting in more high earning games, and that's bound to eventually end up with him getting 3 marks on his Arty. So keep it going, Ray. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel. Hit that notification button. Let us know anything about the game in comments, or anything you would like to know, we can tell you. And thank you for watching.